Sujata Dodi working as assistant professor in AGM College, Bharat. In the series of lectures of BSc third year for the paper Quality Management, in the previous lecture, I was with the point 7 SPC tools. Out of these 7 SPC tools, we will, in the previous lecture, already we studied 4 7 SPC tools. Now my 6th SPC tool is Pareto chart. Okay. So Pareto chart often used in measure and analyze stage of demise cycle. So what is demise? Demise means it is define, measure, analyze, then improve and control. Define, measure, analyze, improve and control. Okay, so that is my demise cycle. In the next topic, actually we have the demise cycle. Okay, so in the demise cycle, for the phases of measure and analyze, this Pareto chart will be used. Okay, fine. So Pareto chart given by Vilfredo Pareto, and hence the name is Pareto chart. He was the Italian economist. Vilfredo Pareto. He was the Italian economist. Okay. So Pareto chart does not automatically identify the most important defect. Pareto chart does not identify the most important defect, but only the most frequent. That is, with the help of Pareto chart, we get the most frequent defect. Okay. Most frequent means the defect which is occurred many a time. If the defect occurs only once, it doesn't given by Pareto chart, or Pareto chart doesn't affect the defect which occurs only once in the process. 7 SPC means statistical process control. Okay, so how it looks? See, it looks in this manner. So I have the Pareto chart. So Pareto chart looks actually looks like bar diagram. It looks like bar diagram. So defective component and defective component number. So on x-axis I have defective component, and on y-axis I have defective component number. Okay. So this is my chart. It looks in this manner. Just like bar diagram. And over here, if you see, the bars are arranged in ascending order. So in the Pareto chart also, bars are arranged in ascending order only. Okay. So that is nothing but Pareto chart. Okay. So what I say, Pareto chart given by Italian economist who is Vilfredo Pareto, and this is the name is Pareto. Pareto chart will be used in the measure and analyze the state of demise cycle. Again, Pareto chart looks like bar diagram. It gives me the diagram in this manner. All the bars are arranged in descending order of magnitude. Okay. So that is nothing but Pareto chart. In the Pareto chart, on x-axis we have defective component, and on the y-axis we have defective component number. Okay. So that is nothing but Pareto chart. Okay. Next will be cause and effect diagram. After this Pareto chart, I have the 6 as cause and effect diagram. So, what is the cause and what is effect? Do you know? What is the meaning of the word cause? What is the meaning of the word effect? Do you know this? Yes, you know. In correlation topic, we will see what is the relation, causal and effect relation of two variables x and y. Okay. What is cause and what is effect? So suppose I have one defect present in my process, then because of what it is present is nothing but cause, and what is the effect of that particular cause is nothing but that is defect present. That is my effect. Okay. म्हणजे काय, तर तुमचा जर एखादा डिफेक्ट आला तर डिफेक्ट आल्यानंतर तो डिफेक्ट कशामुळे आला, दॅट इज कॉज, कारण. आणि इफेक्ट म्हणजे काय हो, इफेक्ट म्हणजे ते कारणामुळे माझ्या प्रोसेसमध्ये काय परिणाम झाला, सो दॅट इज माय इफेक्ट. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट माय प्रोसेस. So suppose, see, I will give one example of it. So see, suppose in my college, for any department has in previous year, suppose in my department also, in the previous year I have 96 students, okay, and in this year suppose I have my students will be decreased very much. So why? Because of what is the reason behind this? Why the students are less? See, there are many reasons, there are many causes for that particular less number of students admitted for BSc third year. The one of the most reason is because first year BSc has number of students in statistics are admitted which are less. म्हणजे काय, एंट्री लेवलला गेली की फर्स्ट इयरला तुमची स्ट्रेंथ कमी झाली. ओके, त्यानंतर काय होऊ शकतं, सेकंड इयरला काही प्रॉब्लेम असल्यामुळे सेकंड इयरला मुलं कमी आली आणि त्यामुळे टीवायला पण मुलं कमी आली. ओके, सो दॅट इज द रिझन. मग हे वेगवेगळी कारणं झाली. मग ती कारणं आपण काय करणार आहे, तर कॉज अँड इफेक्ट डायग्राम मध्ये ती एक डायग्राम असते ज्याच्यामध्ये इट लुक्स इन दिस मॅनर. सी, सो इट लुक्स इन दिस मॅनर. सो आय हॅव over here cause A, cause B and reason. So over here I can write what is the cause. So this is my cause, and because of this cause of this is my reason of that particular cause, and this is cause B suppose. Okay, and this is the reason why this cause occurs. Okay, in this manner similarly I have cause C and I have cause B. Again over here some reasons are there. And at the last I have effect. With all this I have the effect. And hence my TYPS strength will be lesser than the previous year. Okay, getting the concept? So this, it looks like, if I visualize the picture of this graph or visualize the picture of this diagram, then it looks like bone of the fish. Bone of the fish. म्हणजे माशाचा जर तुम्ही काटे असतात की नाही, तर ते जर बघितले आणि माशाचं जर मधलं काढलं तर त्याचे काटे असेच दिसतात तुम्हाला, तिथे 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 इकडे इकडे. सो हेच द नेम इज फिशबोन डायग्राम. हेच द नेम इज fishbone diagram because it looks like bone of the fish. Bone of the fish. Hence the name fishbone diagram. Also same, this diagram is given by the scientist Ishikawa, and hence the name of this diagram is Ishikawa diagram. Ishikawa diagram. See, because the diagram is invented by the scientist Ishikawa. Okay, diagram is invented by Ishikawa, and hence the name is Ishikawa diagram. Okay, and cause and effect diagram, or it's also called as error or problem, is to be identified. We must begin to analyze causes of these desirable effects. That means it is usually analyze the stage of demise cycle. Analyze the stage of demise cycle. Okay, getting the concept? Cause and effect diagram means fishbone diagram and means Ishikawa diagram. All are three are the same. Fishbone diagram means cause and effect diagram means Ishikawa diagram. Okay, so the steps in concentrating the cause and effect diagram are as follows. The first step is the define. So define the problem or effect to be analyzed. तुम्हाला आता ऑलरेडी मला इफेक्ट माहिती आहे काय झालाय, बरोबर. So what is the causes or what is the effect, because of what, because of which, or what is the problem because of which we have the lesser number of strength for this year. So that is my problem. So I define my problem. Okay, so second, for the team to perform the analysis. याच्यानंतर काय करायला लागेल, मला analysis साठी team करायला लागेल, कारण only one person doesn't think like a group of person. Okay, so group of person think in different manner, because as the person changes, the thinking table will be changed. Okay, so in that case I get the different answer for persons. So group of persons must be analyzed the problem. Okay. Next will be draw the effect box and the control line. So this is nothing but my control line and this is my effect box. Okay. After drawing this, specify the major potential causes. So we need to specify the major potential causes because of which I have the particular effect. And for the particular causes, I must specify the reasons. Because of these reasons, the cause will be appear. Okay, and because of these causes, I have the effect of this. Okay. So after having this, identify the possible causes and classify them into the categories. Okay. And rank order the causes to identify those that seem most likely to impact the problem. म्हणजे मला काय करायचं आहे बघा बरेच कॉजेस असणार आहेत छोटे छोटे कॉजेस पण असतील पण ते कॉजेस मी काय प्रत्येक घेईनच असं काही नाही मी फक्त ते स्टडीमध्ये घेईन पण मला जर तो मोस्ट लाईकली वाटला नाही की ते जास्त लोकांचं कारण आहे तर मी तो त्याच्यात घेणार नाही म्हणजे तो बोन्समध्ये येणार नाही मग मी काय करणार तर जे मोस्ट लाईकली आहे तेवढेच फक्त मी काय करणार त्या फिशच्या बोन्समध्ये घेणार. Getting the concept? So that is nothing but fishbone diagram, or it is also called as cause and effect diagram. That is my 6th SPC tool. Now 7th SPC tool is defect concentration diagram. So 7th SPC tool is a defect concentration diagram. Okay. So let me have the defect concentration diagram. So defect concentration diagram. So what it gives me? The defect concentration diagram is picture of units showing defect. Units showing defect components. Then the various type of defects are drawn on the picture of the diagram. These diagrams are analyzed to determine whether the location of the defects on the unit conveys any useful information. Okay, so that means after having the diagram, we can analyze whether the defect is caused because of location, or defect is caused because of person changes, or defect is caused because of machine changes. Okay, so is this the reason for that particular cause? We can analyze this. So it is used in industrial, including plating, then painting and coating, casting and foundry or operations machinery. Okay, so in these things or in these problems, this defect concentration diagram will be used. Okay, so these are some all 7 institutes. So in the previous lecture we will see 4. Which are these 4? First will be histogram. Histogram means it looks like histogram. That means we have a rectangle and for we can draw the rectangle. Okay, diagram which consists of rectangle. And rectangle, that is the height of that particular rectangle will be proportional to our frequency. Okay, and on the x-axis we have classes. On the y-axis we have the frequency corresponding to that particular class. That is my histogram. That is my first SPC tool. The second SPC tool, that is scatter diagram. In the scatter diagram, we can plot against x-axis we can plot x values, against y-axis we can plot y values, and after having the values we can draw the points of x1 coordinate with y1, x2 coordinate with y2. That is corresponding points will be plotted. That is we can't plot x1 and y2, or we cannot plot x1 and x2. Okay, we must plot x1 and y1, x2 and y2 in this manner. That means suppose I have a problem related to height and weight, then we must plot height. If we plot height of me, then my weight will be plotted for y2 axis. Okay, getting the concept? Fine. So that is nothing but scatter diagram. Next will be control chart. Control chart, that concept will be already done in SYDSC in the topic statistical quality control. Okay. So in control chart I have 3 lines, that is LCL, CL and UCL. So LCL means lower control limit, middlemost means control limit, and upper, that is upper control control limit. Getting the concept? So if any point is above the initial or below the initial, then we say that the process is out of control. Okay. Okay. So that is my third HPC tool. Now my seventh HPC tool is fourth HPC tool is I have fourth HPC tool as check sheet. So in the check sheet, what we do? In the check sheet we have the sheet which contains the defect, or we can check whether I can get the defect in some process. For example, the raw material. So suppose I have the process of 1 year, then in the every month, how many raw material will be defective, which will become in the process. Okay, so that is the check sheet. Now next will be what is defect concentration diagram. So defect concentration diagram means we can find for which defect the concentration will be higher, and because of that I can get the quality of my particular thing will be lost. Okay, so that is defect concentration diagram. Next will be, in the next I have Pareto chart. So in Pareto chart I know that in Pareto chart, the Pareto chart will be given by Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, and hence the name Pareto. It is usually analyzed and in which major stage. Okay, major and analyzed stage. Okay, and for that we can draw the bar diagram, and bar diagrams are arranged, or bars are arranged in the descending order of magnitude. On the x-axis we can plot defective component, on the y-axis we can plot effective component number. Okay, so that is my Pareto chart. Next will be cause and effect diagram. So in the cause and effect diagram, it is also called as fishbone diagram, or it is also called as Ishikawa diagram. We can draw the cause, that means since it looks like bone of the fish, we can draw against the bone, we can draw the reasons, and after having that particular bone, we have the cause. That means we can find which are the causes of particular effect. And on the central line, we have my reasons and causes, and at the end of that center line, I have the effect. Okay, so or any one effect. For that particular effect, I have many causes, and because of that causes, I have reasons. Getting the concept? So that is my fishbone diagram. And after having the fishbone diagram, I have one more So these are the 7 HPC tools which we see in the previous lecture and in this lecture. Okay. So which finishes my